Hey everybody, welcome back to E-Bike Random Adventures. Today I'm going to be giving you a look at this Isinwheel M10 Pro. This is a mountain bike. They say it's for adults or for teens. It's kind of more on the compact side of mountain bikes. A lot of these bikes have the 26 by 4 inch giant tires. This one comes with the 20 by 4 inch fat tires. So this bike is a little bit more compact than some of those larger mountain bikes. The M10 Pro does come with a 750 watt nominal hub drive motor in the rear. They say this motor peaks out at 1,000 watts. It is powered by a 10.4 amp hour battery. You do get the 20 by 4 inch fat tires on this bike, and you also get the 7-speed Shimano gear shifter. They do say the bike can go 22 miles per hour and it has a claimed range of 38 to 55 miles. We're going to take out and ride it and see how it does with a rider my size. This M10 Pro does have a pretty cool look to it, guys. It's got these one-sided fenders that stick out, looks neat, has this frame that swoops down like that. That looks pretty cool. It does have the straight mountain bike handlebars. This one actually has adjustable handlebar stem, guys. You can raise this handlebar stem up and down to adjust for your height. I got it up pretty high right now since I am a pretty tall rider. The other thing you get, this one has a front suspension fork. Just kind of a basic front suspension. It doesn't have any adjustments on it or anything like that, but it's definitely better than riding with no suspension. You get a headlight up front. One other nice feature I can see right off the bat is this one does have the quick release tire. Just pop the little lock, you'll be able to take this front tire off real fast with no tools. That's going to be real nice if you need to transport the bike. Let me bring you in here. We'll take a closer look at the features. There's those straight handlebars I was talking about. There's that swoop down frame. There's those one-sided fenders that stick out. It does say Isinwheel here on the side. And down the back here it says M10 Pro. You do get mechanical disc brakes on this one, guys. They are branded Feel. I've seen these before. You get the 160 millimeter rotors in the front and the rear. These are what your 20 by 4 inch fat tires look like. They do have the knobby tread pattern. These tires are branded AOZin. Here's a look at your headlight, guys. It is a nice bright 4-beam headlight. Here's a look at your front suspension. There are no adjustments on the stanchions, but it is a pretty soft suspension. This is the quick release lever for your front tire. Here's a look at your crankset, guys. You do get the one-sided chain guard on this one, some medium length crank arms, and this one does have metal pedals. Pretty good bearings. Back in the rear, you do get the Shimano Tourney TZ derailleur. It does have the bash guard already installed, and this one does have the Shimano gears. This is another nice feature of the bike right here, this adjustable handlebar stem. You can raise and lower this. You can see the numbers right here. I do have it on the max setting right now. Here's what the seat looks like, guys. It does have kind of a medium width to it, and it does have some pretty firm padding. Let's take a look at the display. It is a one-color display. You do get the large mile per hour reading down here. You get your odometer. This is your battery level indication right here. Up here at the top, they do give you a power meter, and right down here on the bottom, when you press your up and down, plus and minus for your pedal assist, it's going to go up right down here on the bottom. 5 levels of pedal assist on this one out of the box. This is your headlight switch right here. And the bike does have a horn. Looks like it tops out right at 22 miles an hour as claimed. Everyone, the bike has a claimed height range as small as 5'3" all the way up to 6'3". I am 6 foot tall with 32 inch inseams. I got the seat up about 3 inches. I'm going to get on the bike and show you how I fit on the bike. All right, so with the seat up about 3 inches, I can stand totally flat-footed. So if you drop the seat down 3 inches lower, and then if somebody was standing on their tippy toes, it does seem like a pretty small rider could ride this bike. Let's see how high the seat post does go. It's got kind of a medium length seat post. Minimum insert is here. About right there. So yeah, seems pretty accurate. Somebody about 6'3" would be able to ride this bike. At 6 foot tall, I can still get on here pretty easily. It might be a little bit small for somebody 6'3". The handlebars are already on the max height setting. This is how I look sitting on the bike. All right, let's take the M10 Pro out for a ride. Let's go through these pedal assist levels, guys. This one seems to be set up very similar to their U8 bike that I tried out also. Must have the same controller. This is on the lowest pedal assist level. You start pedaling, and it's just going to keep going. So even on the lowest pedal assist level, these bikes seem to just give you a certain amount of power. They don't really cut your speed off. So I'm sure as you step up the pedal assist, it's going to increase the power. But basically, it can go 20 miles an hour on the very first pedal assist level. Let's see if it makes any difference on the second one. I'm in about 5th gear. I'm just rotating my legs. This is a cadence sensor. So yeah, pedal assist 2, it does give you a little bit more power because it took us from 21 to 22. Let's see what it does on 3. Well, pedal assist 3 basically gives us 22 miles an hour also. All right, guys, let's do the hill climb test here. I'm going to bump it up to 5, and we'll see how it does going up this hill. Getting just a little bit of run on here. I'm in 7th gear, so kind of a slow start here. See what kind of power it's got. I'm just rotating my legs. I'm not really putting on any pedaling force. .8, 13 miles an hour. Pretty typical climbing ability for a 750 watt bike. So basically it's given us 22 miles an hour all the way from pedal assist 3 all the way through pedal assist 5. Let me see if the pedal assist levels change the throttle settings. All right, pedal assist level 1. Let me try throttle only. Yes, it does. So you can adjust your throttle only speeds using the pedal assist. 1 is giving us only 10 miles an hour. So if you do want to ride at a slower speed, just put it on pedal assist level 1 and just use the throttle only, 10 miles an hour. Of course, if you start pedaling, power is going to come on and you're going to start ramping up on the speed. We'll run it against the radar gun here, see what kind of top speed it is giving us. I'm going to do a little brake test here at the end of this pavement from about 20. Took us about that long, guys. These are the Throttle mechanical disc brakes. Definitely not as strong as hydraulic brakes, but they did get us stopped. Not too much drama and no noise. Personally, I find it kind of odd that the lowest speed you can pedal this bike at is essentially 20 miles an hour. And that you can do 10 miles an hour using the throttle. I basically feel like that's hooked up opposite of what it should be. I'm not quite sure why they would want to run their programming like this, but that's the way they got it. I am going to go ahead now and see if there's any difference on pedal assist acceleration. I am going to rotate my legs just so we can accelerate up to 20, and then we'll try it on pedal assist 5, see if it's any difference on the acceleration. Power came on, slight delay. All right, about the same spot. Let's bump it up to 5, start pedaling. Takes about a second for the power to come on. I couldn't hardly tell, guys. It might be slightly faster acceleration on pedal assist 5, but not like a big difference. Let's check the top speed here on the radar gun. All right, so the speedometer is accurate. The top speed is 22 miles an hour. So I'm gonna take the bike and put some miles on it, see what kind of range we get. I'm gonna do throttle only for the rest of the ride. Maybe I'll try pedal assist 3, throttle only. That gives us about 15 miles an hour, pedal assist 3, throttle only. Let me show you this front fork suspension here. It's got a little bit of bounce to it. That in combination with the 20x4 fat tires, pretty comfortable ride, guys. I haven't really felt many of the bumps or anything like that. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be about the best cruising speed you're gonna get on this bike. This is pedal assist 3. It gives you about 15 miles an hour. And I feel like with this 10.4 amp hour battery, if you wanna get any significant amount of range, you're probably not gonna wanna ride much faster than this. The lighter you are, the more range you're gonna get out of an electric bike like this. I am 215 pounds, guys. I probably am a little bit oversized for this bike. This bike's gonna be pretty suitable for people that are probably like 150, 175 pounds. I feel like once you get over 200 pounds, you're a little bit heavy for this bike. Does have a nice ride. We're hitting these tree roots right here on the broken pavement. No problem at all. The suspension works well. I haven't really done a lot of off-roading with the bike, but you can do some light off-roading. Does have enough torque to do some off-roading, guys. All right, made it down here to the train tracks. We have came pretty far one way. I've came 7 miles one way. So I am gonna turn it around right here to make sure we can make it back home with these 2 battery bars we got left. I'm still not sure if that's voltage sag. Let me power it off and power it back up. Yeah, when you power it off and power it back up, it's got us back up to 3 battery bars. Some of these bikes are like that, guys. I've actually quite a few of them. Once you hit a certain voltage sag level on the battery level, it drops a bar and it locks it in, and it's gonna stay there until you turn it off and turn it back on. It's not gonna come back up. There's quite a few bikes that operate like that. That happens sometimes when you're going up a big hill or something like that. The voltage sag is gonna cause it to drop 1 battery bar, and this type of display locks it in. So you got to cycle it off, cycle it back on to see what your battery is really sitting at. Gonna head on home. It's getting dark, and we will check what our final range is on this ride. I will also give you my final thoughts on the bike. Well, that little building's coming together, whatever it is over there. Kind of looks like a cabin. Looks pretty nice. I like that styling. The only time I really feel like pedaling on this bike is when I'm just accelerating right off the line. Just putting in that little bit of pedal assist right when you're accelerating makes it feel like it's pretty quick off the line. The bike does have pretty good torque, guys. That's what you get with these geared hub motors. You get a little bit more torque. Let me tell you a little bit more about this throttle, guys. This is like a quarter twist throttle here. It's not an all or nothing throttle. You can leave the bike on pedal assist 5, and if you just want to go slow, you can just do part throttle with this throttle. So even on pedal assist 5, you can cruise at a real low speed, like 4 or 5 miles an hour, no problem. And then when you want more, just twist it farther. So that is a nice throttle. I like that type of throttle in particular because you can just leave it on pedal assist 5. You don't need to keep switching your pedal assist level. You can control it all just through the throttle. So that's really nice. All right, guys, I pulled over here on the side. Let's take a look at this headlight real fast. It is starting to get a little bit darker out here. It does give you a nice, bright, tight beam. There is no tail light in the rear, so you're going to have to add a flashing light or something like that if you need. All right, let me show you what we've done. I have put 15 miles on the bike on this ride, and it is showing 1 battery bar left. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. Remember, we talked about the voltage sag. So it is back up to 2 battery bars after I restart it. But I'm sure it's going to drop back down to 1 battery bar once we get going again. Needless to say, with a rider of my size and weight, it's looking like this bike's going to give me about 20 miles of range. If you are a little bit lighter than me, you may be able to get 25 miles of electric-only range out of this bike. I was riding on pedal assist level 3, guys, which was giving me 15 miles an hour. That's probably going to be about the longest high-speed cruise you can get on this bike. Of course, you can get more range than that if you're going even slower, but I don't know who wants to ride slower than that. 15 is a decent little cruising speed, gets you across town, and that's going to be using the throttle only, because if you do start pedaling, this bike gives you all the power and it's going to run you up to 22 miles per hour. If you are running the bike at top speed, 22 miles per hour, you're probably not going to get quite as much range. Bottom line, this is some basic transportation. This thing can get you from point A to point B. 15 miles on this ride, 2 battery bars left, so about 20 miles of range. You'll be able to ride this thing back and forth to work if you need to. The bike is sitting around $400 on Amazon. There is a $100 shipping fee with that, though. I'm not going to recommend this bike at all for pedaling, because when you do pedal this bike, it is going to give you top speed on every pedal assist level. Get a bike like this if you want to ride using throttle only. If you want to ride it a little bit more like a moped, this might be a bike for you. That being said, guys, this is the Isinwheel M10 Pro. If you need a bike that's a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, a little bit more range, they do have an M10 Plus. All right, guys, if this is the bike for you, I will put the link for this bike in the description below the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit like and subscribe to the channel for more e-bike and scooter content like this. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.